So the long-awaited sequel to Aya Ace Attorney. I have it. Finally. Wow, that opened fast. And as you can see, the logo hasn't changed at all. It's the same logo, but now there's a subheader. Beneath the surface. Located beneath the title. So I tested this, and by test I mean I clicked the start button to make sure it was actually translated. See? Chapter 1. The Red Eyes of Madness. Eiki reinstates the trial system, and Aya is once again called as defense attorney. Can she keep her new client, Reisun Inaba, from becoming rabbit stew? Udon time. Are we ready, chat? Get ready. It's time to read a story. Gensokyo. Oops, the scroll wheel. The scroll wheel moved things. Redo. Alright, that was the story. Gensokyo. Sorry, that's all I got. Come again next time. I don't know why the scroll wheel moved anything. That was not what I intended to do. Let's try that again. Okay. Here we go. The typewriter sound effects are very loud. I can see that. We'll see. Get ready for the slow-ass typewriting. Gensokyo. A world beyond the border of the human world. A world where humanity mingles with the supernatural on a daily basis. A world where the supernatural exerts all its effort in finding a suitable way to pass the time. On one such ordinary day. Yeah, there it is. It's so loud. Why does it have to be that loud? I can't edit sound effects, by the way. The sound volume is as the sound volume is. So I just hope that the sound effects and music are at least level to a point where you can hear the music. Because the music in the last one was really good. So I hope that the music in this one is just as good. Or it's just the same. Oh, please. Please, no. Tell me there's new music. Pardon the intrusion, but is anyone home? Just a minute. Oh, there's no way to hide the text box either. Sorry for the wait. Oh, how unusual to see you here. Hold on, what does right click do? Pauses game. Wait, oh, hold on. I did it. I did it, chat. I found it. I found the options. I found the options. Looks good to me. Alright. Should be good. I turned the typewriter down. Now I have to wait for it to come back. Sorry for the wait. How unusual to see you here. A considerable amount of time has passed since we met previously, yes. I haven't heard you talk so stiff in a while either. Ah, from the time of the trial system. In the guide I received from Miss Knowledge, it was written that the judge must speak in a dignified tone. That was the sole reason. Hold on, chat. I have to get in position. Thankfully it's not hot outside at all today, so I'm good. I find that whenever I stream and it's really hot, I lose a lot of motivation to do like anything. It really sucks, and it's very noticeable when it happens. But like, sometimes it's not hot, but last time I had to shut my window halfway through because people were being very, very loud. But I'm good now. Basically, if I don't have to wear shorts in my room, it's good weather. Because whenever I wear shorts in my room, it's because the weather's awful outside. And it doesn't usually help. In fact, for some reason it gets worse when I'm done streaming, and I don't know why. It's just like 45 minutes of heat wave sweat, and I'm just like, please stop. And then it cools down later on, but that's consistent for no reason. It's always them damn kids. I swear, man, they gotta alert the whole neighborhood of their presence. Oh, is that how it was? Jorts? I own jorts. Are you dissing jorts? You better not. Get that ass banned. You seem to get pretty into it, so you make it work, I think. However, it requires careful consideration and word choice. Incidentally, the reason for my visit also has to do with the trial system. What? You mean you want to start holding trials again? I am glad you are quick to grasp my intention. I warned you, dog. I warned you. Catch that 10 minutes. I'm glad you're so quick to grasp my intention. For real though? No, can you untime him out? I don't know how. I'll time you out too. Wait, I don't think I can. Yes, I can, but I can't time out a mod. That's a dangerous idea. Alright, enough of that. I don't know how to undo that, but they'll be back in 10 minutes. All for the name of a joke, I'm sorry. I'm glad you were so quick to grasp my intention. This is why you don't diss jorts. Don't diss my jorts. I feel that the weaker yokai have been repressed by the stronger ones more than usual as of late. Therefore, I humbly request your cooperation yet again. Chat scrolled. Oh, nice excuse. Actually, that happened to me before. I went to click someone's name in Christian's chat, and the next message popped up, and because of the length of the name, it pushed the timeout symbol right where the name was where I was about to click, and then I clicked and I timed the guy out by accident. I was like, fuck. I hate when I do that because I feel so bad. No chance. I don't want to end up as a suspect again. I was afraid you would have misgivings about it. Sorry to be a killjoy. Now, please do not jump to conclusions. Huh? Let us negotiate a plea bargain. Huh? A plea bargain? Yes, they allow important matters to take precedence over overlooking minor ones. So what does that mean exactly? I don't speak legalese. It is exceedingly simple. During this period, you will not be tried in any cases where you are held as the defendant. So that means I'd have nothing to do with any of this mess. Well, if there is an incredibly important case, or if you were the plaintiff or victim, it would be different. But on the whole, you would be unobligated. Doesn't sound half bad. I do believe it would be in your best interest. So I basically have nothing to lose for a little bit of help? I suppose if it's important enough to call for a direct visit from the Enma, it's definitely worth considering. Much obliged. Alright, sure. So all I have to do is seal all spell cards like the last time. If you please, so have we reached an agreement? You bet. If I enjoyed anything about previous trials, studying in the gallery did have its moments. Then, with my business concluded, I must be off. I like how in this game, and only in this game, Reimu has the ability to prevent everyone in the entirety of Gensokyo from using spell cards. Like, okay. Nice power you got there. Then, with my business concluded, I must be off. Wait, why don't you stay for tea? I have some rice crackers here, too. Quite unexpected invitation. Yes, I will be glad to accept. Meanwhile, as Reimu and Eiki were enjoying tea time, we're here. Fight is now illegal. Shameimaru in Ko-Lol office. New music, chat. So bored. Production of the Boom Boom Maru newspaper has come to a standstill. There were simply no articles to print. Peace was good, yet too much of it bred idleness. Every angle of the recent Chididen incident had been covered. Too bad there wasn't just a little bit more to it. Okay, so it looks like this game goes up to Touhou 12. Well, no. I mean, it did before, because Sanai was in the game. What am I saying? I guess we'll see. Loud music. Yep. Let me get this. That should be better. I hope. There we go. 10 minutes. It was like 10 seconds. There was so much to write about that I was able to publish dailies for weeks on end, and I got so accustomed to the pace that I began somewhat addicted to it. Tea's ready, Aya. Oh, I can do that. Youch. I told you it was hot. Huh? Are you sure? Yes, of course, I am. Maybe you were just zoned out and didn't hear it. This is the stage theme for Mountain Faith Stage 4, Waterfall. It's really good. The stage theme, too. Like, the actual stage theme itself is probably top 10 stage themes for me. But my god, if I fucking hate that stage. I absolutely hate that stage. It doesn't make any sense. Oh well. And here are the snacks. I'm just waiting for double spoiler or double focus to come out. I was told that double focus, it seems like it's gonna come out on Steam sometime in the future. They don't have a Steam page up yet, and the only way to play that in English is to set up a PS4, and I don't want to do that. So if it comes to Steam, that's a definite stream. That game is super good. I love that game. Here are the snacks. Soybean flour dusted rice cakes again. They go well with green tea. Obviously, they're green tea flavored. And so is how the conversation unfolded. Aya Shameimaru recall these slow times. If I knew how trying the following days would be, I probably would have spent those lazy mornings a little more productively. Uh-oh. What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? Why does this have to happen? I know she'll just blow her top. Did you take from Rimi's secret stash? Which is actually just Patchy's secret stash? Oh, you got caught. Looks like I'm lost. Hey, that's one of the rabbits from Aante. That's right, Lady Patchoul's medicine was supposed to be delivered today. Oh, come on, where am I? Where is everyone? I got it. If I make her take the fall. Alright, we're 10 minutes into this game and Raisin's already got the short end of the stick. She doesn't deserve it, chat. Raisin doesn't deserve to be bullied as much as she is. It's not fair. All she's doing is trying to live her life. As a coward deserter. But she's trying. August 15th. Hey, that's actually kind of close. It's like 2 weeks from now. 3 weeks from now, actually. Defendant's waiting room. So then, Aya? Are you listening? Unacceptable. Huh? Just unacceptable. It was so important it deserved repeating. What am I doing here again? They did explain the circumstances to us beforehand, didn't they? They're starting the trial system again, and we're chosen to be they're starting the trial system again, and you were chosen to be the defense attorney. Hey, Momiji. Yes? I understand why I'm here right now. I just don't understand why I have to be the defense attorney again. Don't ask me. There are tons of other suitable candidates in Gensokyo. Complaining to me won't help any. I just now realized that I said that this game took place up to Touhou 11, and I said of course it did, because Sanai showed up. But Sanai came in the game before that. Am I okay? Kogasa appeared in this game though, or the last game. So this game goes up to Touhou 12. That's what it is. I kind of hope it goes up to Touhou 13, because I want to see Futo. I feel like Futo is the prime candidate to defend, but we'll see. Unsatisfied with my judgment, are you? There you are, you troublemaker. Stop throwing around your influence as an enma to coerce others into doing your bidding. As writer of the Shameimaru newspaper, sworn aide to the downtrodden, I will not bend to your will. The pen is mightier than the sword. It said 2009 on the title screen. Oh, I didn't even see that. There's a surprisingly large amount of games I played that came out in 2009. Let me list off the games that came out in 2009. Touhou Mother. Apparently this one. Touhouvania 1 came out in 2009. Like, I'm pretty sure there was another one too that came out in 2009. I'm not remembering, but that's the 3 really good, solid Touhou fan games all out in the same year. It's whack. A-Live as well, yeah. A-Live was 2009. It's crazy. Maybe soccer. I feel like soccer came up before Touhou 10, so I don't think so. Probably like 2008, 2007. Depends when UFO or Mountain of Faith came out. Because Sonai definitely would have been in soccer otherwise. The pen is mightier than the sword. Your presumption could not be any further from the truth. Then what is the truth? Starting April 2018, Twitch users receive 25 timeouts, and a channel will be permanently timed out from typing in the channel's chat and receive the following message: you've been permanently timed out from this channel for Twitch. So you might want to watch it. Why should I have to watch it? That time was a joke, but I don't time people out for a joke. I time people out because they're being rude, annoying, or just disruptive. Or spamming gibberish. If you've really done something to warrant a timeout 25 times, then, I don't know, dog. I feel like 25 times the charm. Everybody gets a 25th chance. Shit like that. Besides, the people that I joke timeout are likely never actually going to do anything to get a timeout. Just don't bag on George and you're safe. See, this man gets it. Mod that guy. I'm playing. It's exceedingly simple. I believe you are the only ones who can perform this task. Being a defense attorney requires wit and wisdom. They also need a sense for finding and analyzing evidence. And the only one who has all those qualities is you, correct? Well, when you put it that way. Mm-hmm. And also, yes. I can't tell if I spilled juice on my shirt or the condensation on my glass dripped onto my shirt. Well, this sucks. You should use that wisdom to see through lies and deceit. That is the best course of action you can take at this time. You are a sly one. Alright, I understand. This should make for a decent news story, at least. I thought you would say that. Nothing less from the Tengu of the Mountain. So does that mean you'll let me write up that documentary about you? I will consider it. In other words, no, right? My, how perceptive. Really, it's so tiring talking to people you have to be completely honest with. You hear that, chat? You hear that? Satori. Aya gets it. That's only because you're rarely honest when you deal with others. But you're the pure and honest Shameimaru. How can you say something like that, Momiji? I've been trained. Oh, and I have high expectations for you as well, Miss Inubashiri. Huh? You must lend a hand in the efforts to save weaker yokai. That is the best course of action you can take at this time. I'll do my best. Great. Now you've been taken in by her slick words, too. Aya. Man, Momiji's great. What? We have to do everything we can. The future against Tokyo is on our shoulders. Momiji once caught a fish this big, and it was delicious. Is that how you got roped into your patrolling job too? Alright, alright. Very well then. We will meet again in court. Oh, by the way, who's the defendant this time? She will be here before long, and all the documents and evidence regarding this case have been placed over there. Where? Oh, here we are. I wish you good luck today. Case file out of the court record. The defendant was arrested on charges of destruction of property. Crime occurred before dinner at Ante. The defendant did not arrive there until after. I'm sorry, what? The defendant was arrested on charges of destruction of property. The crime occurred before dinner at Ante, and defendant did not arrive there until after. Hold on. So, I'm pretty sure what this is saying is it occurred before dinner at Ante, in the sense that not that the crime occurred at Ante, but the crime occurred before dinner was had at Ante, and Rayson was not present at Ante at the time. I guess. I don't know. The English here is because the way I read that at first was the crime happened here, and the defendant was not at the crime scene at the time of the crime. Which, if that's how you read it, then this entire case just falls on its face because it doesn't work anymore. Broken bottle out of the court record. A bottle of wine shattered into pieces. The names of everyone involved are also here. Seems like it'd be a good idea to go over the profiles. How do you check profiles again? What? You've forgotten? I just can't remember a bit, that's all. Of everything you could forget, it had to be that. Whatever. If you're so smart, then you explain it. Okay. Now then. First, click on the court record button in the upper right corner of the dialog box. It's the notebook icon. Hey, this is my notebook, isn't it? Easily recognizable, yes? I guess so. When you click it, case files and evidence will appear. To see the profiles, click on the Profiles button in the lower left corner of the... Sorry, hold on. To see the profiles, click on the Profiles button to the lower left of the court record box. Now I remember. I'm not done yet, though. That's not what I mean. I mean, I remember how to use the window. It can also be used to review all collected evidence and present them to others. Yes, that's exactly right. There are a few different times when you need to present evidence, but the method is the same. Hold on, let me check this out. You can't see my mouse chat, but I can. I carries this wherever she goes. Court record of blah blah. I clicked out of the window. Hold on, I'll get it. Watch this. Momiji Inubashiri, Ai's assistants. A lowly flunky in the Tengu clan. Rumors say her name can mean gallant. What do you mean a lowly flunky? That's kind of rude. Reisen Udong Inaba. The defendant in this case charged with the destruction of property. Seems to make others want to tease her. Leave her alone. Eikishiki Yama of Xanadu. Address her as your honor or she might get upset. That's it. What about my own profile? What about top Tengu reporter Aya Shameimaru? There are a few different times when you need to present evidence, but the method is the same. Then there are times when presenting evidence is automatic. You can also switch between evidence and profiles, just like how you do it in the court record. I think I get the picture. Moving on to trial procedure. There's still more? There are two things you can do during a trial. They are... No, keep going. I'm sure it'll come back to me at some point. You can press and present during the cross-examination portions of a trial. What about blow away? There's no such thing. You don't remember it all, do you? Anyway, you press the witness to make them lose their composure and expose contradictions. What if I can't expose anything? You can keep pressing until you do. Most of the time, you can press as much as you want without taking a penalty. I see. So what's a penalty? I'll explain that after I explain presenting. You present evidence or a profile to show contradictions in the witness's testimonies. As you are using established evidence, it is very effective in producing positive results. Obviously, a bunch of hot air isn't nearly as effective as a proper news article. It's the same principle. Skillful use of evidence can drive the witness into a corner. However, if you make a mistake, you'll be given a penalty. You'll see some fans to the upper right. You can have up to 5 at once. Okay, so we're still doing that method of penalty. If you make a mistake when you present evidence or give a wrong answer during the trial, the judge's impression of you will take a hit. That's when she'll penalize you, removing a fan. And losing all my fans is a bad thing, right? Very bad. At that point, you'll have lost all credibility and the defendant will be declared guilty on the spot, so be careful. You know, that's actually a good explanation as to why losing all of your tries ends the game immediately. I'm sure this is explained in Phoenix Wright itself, but I haven't played a Phoenix Wright game in years. But yeah, that kind of makes perfect sense. If you use up all your penalties, it means you've lost all credibility, in which case nobody will believe anything you say anyway, so the trial just ends on a verdict. That makes perfect sense. I get it. You throw around some harsh phrases in casual conversation. I've been trained. I don't understand why you're complaining about something that you don't have to watch. That's always been interesting to me when people do that. Also, you're comparing a full release budgeted game from a major video game publishing or making company in Capcom to someone's passion project that they made for sold for 500 yen. It's wow, dude. I've been trained. You're saying it's because of my influence. I'm saying it's a product of your education. Maybe I should tighten that leash a bit more. This is July 2009. That's a month before UFO, but after its demo. The first game you played was actually a re-release with the extra trial. I knew that, yeah, because the game ended at the third case, and then there was an extra one, which that would actually make sense why Kogasa showed up at that point. And because Kogasa didn't show up until the extra case itself. Okay, I get it now. I get it. Well, anyway, that's how you do battle in a courtroom. Is it coming back to you? Yeah, it's starting to sound similar. Okay, that should take care of the major details. We'll deal with the finer points as we go. Let's get this trial underway. I don't think we met our client yet. Oh. You two seem to be having fun while others are up the creek without a paddle. The thing about fan games is the amount of quality and effort that goes into them for the price they're sold is usually not, doesn't match. Like, Touhou is a game that you could probably buy that for like 10 to 15 bucks. But if you've actually played those games, then you can tell just how fucking good they were. Those two games are spectacular. But they're just made by a small team of people who really want to make something. It's not about profit necessarily. It's just about making something you want to make. That's why fan games are so cool. They don't have to worry about things like, oh, what if the public doesn't buy it? They're just making what they want. And as you can see, sometimes the result is a goddamn hit. Of course, not everyone's a game dev. Everyone starts somewhere. That Notori game I played, Genso Flash Flood, was really, really, really good. It looked good, it played good, it was fun, it was neat, it had challenges in it that really pushed the game's mechanics, but then the boss fight was just so fucking left field that I did not enjoy it. I really didn't enjoy it. So that could be worked on, but it's probably his first game, so I can respect that he tried something to mix with it, but as I said, we all start somewhere, and he did a pretty good first start, considering the game is free as well. That game is free to play. 10 stages, time trial events, stuff like that. Nice. That's not quite right, right? Why do you sound so unsure? It is nice that nowadays fan games are basically becoming indie games, where they're being able to be sold on like stuff like Steam, and they're moving to real publishing platformers. Like fan games nowadays, like Luna Nights, comes out on Switch. It's on Steam. But if a game like Luna Nights came out 10 years ago, the only way anyone would be able to buy it is a physical disc at a Comic Cat for like $10. You would need an actual disc to install it, but we're in the future where you can make these games and actually distribute them like that. It's great. It's very good. I like it. Why do you sound so unsure? Now, please calm down. Would you mind giving us the details about your case? Alright. It was just yesterday. I was delivering a prescription to the Scarlet Devil Mansion. But the place is so big, I always end up getting lost. Why'd you go inside? Shouldn't you just knock on the front door? I was trying to see how lost I could get myself yesterday, like usual. Why would you do that? She's trying to protect her fragile self-esteem by reimagining the situation in a positive light. Okay, ouch. Oh, I'm already starting to dislike you. But I'm the only one who can defend you here. Ugh. Could you please continue? Where was I? You had become lost. On purpose. Oh. We won't get anywhere at this rate. Sorry about that. I got carried away. Like, I just got a fun new toy. Please leave Rayson alone. Here, use this handkerchief. Chaff choof. Thank you. How you gonna break her heart like that? So what happened after you lost your way? I managed to make the delivery and went back to Aente. Wanted to hurry before I get in trouble. I want to hurry because I get in trouble if I'm not back by dinner. But after we finished eating, we received a visit from the maid, and then placed you under arrest. That's right. On what charges? Destruction of property and trespassing on top of that. As for what was damaged, it was the property of the mistress. It appeared to be a wine bottle. Huh? That doesn't seem so valuable to me. Oh, but it's from Remy's secret stash. Chat, what was it in Busy Person that she had stashed away? Does anyone remember? That's ancient lore. I can't remember that far back into the past. But I know Patchy took it. It wasn't just alcohol, was it? It was specific, right? Because Patchy went and took it. And then Remy was like, "What are you doing, Patchy? That's mine." And then she made her noises. You know the noises. I don't have to make the noises, chat. I'm not drunk. But you know the noises. Don't ask for specifics. Why not? I just wanted to know. Because why is this wine so valuable? What? Don't what me. The maid of hers can use her powers to make vintage in a blink of an eye, can't she? Now that you mention it, there's something fishy about this case. The scent of conspiracy hangs in the air. I don't know how I could have broken anything. Nothing at all is coming to mind. And then I dropped something while I was lost, so that only added insult to injury. Uh-oh. In other words, I dropped something that incriminates me. Then we must bring that detail to the attention of the court. It's been quite some time since the previous trial. You seem to have taken a liking to this. Yes, it's so thrilling to see you turn the whole case on its head and snatch victory from the jaws of defeat. In other words, losing 10 years of your life every time you do a trial because every single sentence that comes out of the prosecution's mouth makes your case... What's the word? Oh shit, I lost the word. Big sweat. I haven't felt this embarrassed in a while. Looks like she's still catching me off guard. Gensokyo Courtroom number 1. After a long respite, trial is now in session. Is the defense prepared? The defense is ready, Your Honor. Good. As for the prosecution... What the hell? The prosecution is ready too. Huh? What? What's the matter? Gee, I wonder. Nothing. I was just positive that I would be up against either Miss Spiteful Innocence or Miss Sickly Sorceress. Those are some good nicknames. Spiteful Innocence and Sickly Sorceress. I love that. You wouldn't happen to be speaking of Milady and her dear friend by any chance? Are you perhaps upset? Yes, very. But they're suitable names, don't you think? No, I don't. Quite enough. Is there a reason for the absence of misknowledge? Well, first of all, I've been doing a lot of studying to be a prosecutor. And since we believe this trial to be more like a minor skirmish, I wanted to be assigned to it. I see. Second of all, the trial seemed to be pretty simple, so I thought I could handle it. Is that supposed to be a challenge? Not at all. You can go easy on me. I'm positive she learned that from misknowledge. Very well, let us hear the prosecution's opening statement. Miss Hong, if you please. Yes, ma'am. Opening statement. The defendant, Reisen Udongain Inaba intruded upon the estate of the Scarlet Devil Mansion and broke a wine bottle. No. Huh? No, that's not how you do things around here. At first I thought it was a spelling error, and then it was just too consistent that I started to question it. What's with that pronunciation? I couldn't understand a single syllable. I'm not used to this kind of stuff, alright? Still, you don't need to be so stiff. She's right. I understand this may be strenuous, but please attempt to retain your composure. Alright. I'll do what I can. Once again, your opening statement from the start. Yes, ma'am. Here is the prosecution's opening statement. On August 14th, the defendant Reisen Udong Inaba, during her visit to the Scarlet Devil Mansion, became lost and broke a bottle of wine in her carelessness. And in order to hide the evidence, she buried the pieces in a flower bed on the premises. Therefore, she is charged with property damage. How was that? Good. Well, it was better than the first attempt, at least. How was that? You're seriously going to face off against me with that attitude? I'll definitely try to give you a hard time. Oh, joy. Now then, has the prosecution prepared anything? Let's see. Oh, right. We have prepared a defense attorney. Yes, that's me. Yes, I can see. Perhaps witnesses as well. Huh? Oh, that's right. Witnesses. We have them. Yep. Please calm down, Miss Hong. Take it easy, if I may. Yes, ma'am. Seriously? Just been a little too gung-ho right out the gate. So may I allow the first witness to take the stand? Yes, you may. Oh, the chief, right. She's the chief of police. Witness, your name and occupation. Still no trace of confidence in her voice. Mei Ling, please collect yourself. Did Lady Patchouli not give you those notes? Yes, but... please pardon me. Game 3 was December 2010. The last extra game was 2011. Kyoko's on the cover, and omnibus of all the games. An extra case starring Marissa came out in January 2015. I could see Miko in his trailer. So here's the thing. I don't think they've been translated past the second one, which blows. So it seems like there's 3 games, and then there's a compilation of all 3 of them with extra cases. With Marissa in the lead role. But we're not going to see those translated, are we? At least the second one's translated. But unfortunately, translation is a hell of a time sink. I'm pretty sure one guy worked on these entire ones. And he stopped when this one came out, and it didn't have as much as great a reception as the first one. Sucks, but what can you do? He was using his own free time to do it. I would love to see these translated. I really would. Please pardon me. I am Sakuya Izayawi. I am normally the head maid at the Scarlet Devil Mansion. The one guy who did these helps with Fantasy... Oh, see, I'm waiting for Fantasy Maiden Wars Complete to be translated. So it's nice that he's still active, but yeah, I would love for more of these games to get translated. There's so many of them that haven't been translated, but there's so few people who do it because it's not like they're getting paid for their efforts. It blows. On this occasion, I'm in continuance from the previous trials. I am simultaneously serving as a detective. About what will you testify... Well, sorry. But what will your testimony concern, witness? I will speak of my eyewitness account in its entirety. Complete box getting DLCs. The team didn't want to touch it till it's done updating. Yeah, once that is like all said and done, I'll probably touch on that, because I know I played a little bit of the first one. And it's really good. It's a really good game. It's long as fuck though. But I never knew where to go from there because there were more games and there was like a revamp version or something, and I just got lost. So I guess I'm just gonna wait for the complete edition to come out with everything and then get it translated, and from there we can all enjoy some Super Robot Wars, because that's a good game. I will speak of my eyewitness account in its entirety. And please begin. Certainly, Your Honor. It was the evening of the day of the incident. As I was making my rounds of the mansion, I spied a silhouette in the gardens outside. The moonlight was not bright enough to permit me to distinguish a face, but the shape was unmistakably that of the rabbit. And the sole rabbit that had visited the mansion on that day was Miss Rayson. Does that assumption not seem natural? That is all. So you had a clear view of her figure? Yes, Your Honor. I saw her with my very eyes. How can there be any argument? Isaki, how come you didn't just stop time and go down and identify the intruder? Like, you know you can do that, right? You can just stop time and hop on down and take a look at her and see what she's doing and... No? Alright, that's fine. You don't have to do that. Would have liked to move on to the cross-examination. Can you really? Of course. That's amazing, Aya. That was a bluff. What am I supposed to do against this impeccable testimony? That's less amazing. Oh, before I get started, can I ask one little question? What is it? This whole matter wouldn't happen to have been staged to denigrate my client, would it? I don't know what that word is, chat. I'm gonna assume it's a synonym for like slander, something like that. Would appreciate it if you would not raise such impertinent questions. My lady would not debase herself with deception. Criticize unfairly, disparage. Basically slander, yeah. Okay. I knew it. I'm a genius. Are you sure? Because it seemed a little much to call for a trial over something you could easily create. You believe I can create fine wine? Absolutely not. While I can manipulate time to age wine, I cannot directly influence its quality in the process. I see. So you can't cause it to ferment, but that does not create a suitable vintage. Precisely. I don't know what I just hit. Hold on, there's no log, is there? Nope. Shit. Sorry, chat, I goofed. Coo. Who asked you? I thought crows went caw, not coo. Hey, no smarting off. I'm glad she's happy. And you, stop laughing. Sorry. But is wine valuable enough to warrant a trial? I am under the impression that it is quite precious in the outside world. Some bottles sell enough to financially sustain a person there for 1 or 2 years. Oh. What? And humans seem to need quite a bit of money just to live poorly. Yeah, welcome to economics. That would appear to give it sufficient value. In addition, it only appears from the outside world sporadically, and as my lady enjoys a glass on occasion, it has considerable worth to us. By the way, what was the name of that wine? Do you think any of that wine actually tastes good? Like, you think anyone's actually drinking it? Because once you drink it, the value's gone. Imagine you spend $1 million for a bottle of wine, you pour it, you take a drink of it. Tastes like shit. There you go. There you go. Millions of dollars. By the way, what was the name of that wine? They collect wine, never to be open. Just seen. Look at this bottle of wine I spent thousands of dollars on. Okay, and? Money! Chateau Lafite Rothschild. I've never heard of anything like that before. Check out how much money I spent. This bottle of wine costs more than your entire salary for the rest of your working life. Cool. You gonna drink it? Why would I do that? Alright. Alright. I'm gonna go to the store and buy some 99-cent juice. You want anything? The label said it was from a place known as France and had the number 2000 written on it as well. Does that help? Rich people eat leaf gold. Money! Bring the gold bar and the cheese grater. Yeah, we have little knowledge of the significance ourselves. And that was a vintage wine, correct? Touhou doesn't really take place in the future, actually. The interesting thing about Touhou is, it seems to take place parallel to our current year. However, Renko and Maribel take place in a far-off future. But, like, Sumireko is a teenager right out of our modern era. That's the crazy part. This was a vintage wine, correct? Well, think about it like this. The reason Gensokyo exists is because humanity was starting to lose like they were starting to believe in or rationalize natural phenomena, which was weakening yokai. The existence of yokai was being turned into superstition and whatnot, so yokai were losing power. So in response, the yokai created Gensokyo so they could create a world where they could still survive. Gensokyo is parallel to the outside world, the outside world being our world. So it's been about 130 years, I think, Gensokyo's been around. And just going up the fact that Sumeireiko tends to talk about electronics and stuff that we actually have in the real world. Plus the, every now and again there are references to like actual real world events that happen in our world. Specifically with the 2016 elections. That was referenced more than once, surprisingly, in some of the written works. So it is, it does all happen. It does all happen. It's like it's parallel to our world. That's the most interesting part about Touhou. Well, not the most interesting part, but I think that's a very interesting part. Is the idea that Gensokyo exists, like in our world in that sense. I think it's cool. And this is vintage wine, correct? 2000 or Rothschild has a price of up to 2,500 pounds a bottle. Oh. Remember the Sumerican complained about bad Twitter? Oh, I remember that, yeah. I remember that. She posts the photos of Danmaku on her Twitter, and trolls flame her. She's just a fucking teenager, man. The magical world. And currently, that's our protagonist. She got her own fucking game. It's just a goddamn teenager. It was until the bottle containing it shattered. Euros, not pounds. Huh? They're the same thing? The line I skipped was Lady Patchouli has a hard time understanding that, so she sometimes gets into arguments with Izayoi about it. I call her Miss Sakuya. Or Lady Izayoi. Izayaoi. I imagine anyone would be upset about something of substantial value is destroyed. $1 million! Indeed, and I can especially sympathize in the case of alcohol. Oh. So I guess the next question is, why did you do it? Why did you do it, Miss Rayson? Huh? What are you saying? Aren't you supposed to be defending me? Ah, that's right. I guess I was. Oh, I want to go home. Master, please help me. Oh, there goes my thumb. I gotta break it into place. Come on, thumb. Cooperate with me. Oh, come on. It was just a little slip up. No big deal or anything. I think it is. The damage has already been done. There we go. Now, nope. Now my thumb just hurts. Great. Really? Sniffle. See? She's starting to cry again. Uh-oh. I'm sorry. I'll be more serious about defending you, so will you please stop crying? Please, I apologized already. Just remove thumb. You want me to be Rumia? Don't even have 10 fingers. Ow. Now my thumb hurts. This sucks. Don't worry, I'll do my best. Yeah. Were your negotiations successful? Indeed they were, Your Honor. Then I would like for you to move on to your cross-examination. Ah, yes, I will. Right now. Right away. Begin cross-examination. Oh, there was no really loud sound effect there. That's nice. It was the evening of the day of the incident. That's the same. Are you certain about that? Are you implying I might be mistaken? I don't even know where to start with how messed up that idea is. Aya. Oh, I can feel the sting of everyone's stares. As I was making my rounds of the mansion, I spotted a silhouette in the garden outside. Were you alone at the time? Yes, I do the rounds by myself. As head maid, I must have a firm grasp of all of the goings-on of the estate at all times. Last game, I didn't press things properly, and then I got stuck on different cross-examinations for a long time, because what I thought I pressed or didn't press never matched. So this time, we're just gonna make sure. The moonlight was not bright enough to permit me to distinguish a face, but the shape was unmistakably that of a rabbit. How did you come to that conclusion? I could see her long ears swaying in the moonlight. That sounds like an appropriate characteristic. And did you confirm this? I am positive of what I saw. It was a rabbit. Chad, I have a question. Are Raisin's ears real or are they fake? Because they should be real. She has a tail. But when you look at her ears, they look like... They don't look right. they look like... They look like stuffed ears that she got at an amusement park like 10 years ago, but never took it off. It's like a Burger King crown. They have buttons. But she has a real tail, so her ears should be real too, right? But they're just so disgruntled and whatnot. They look like an old costume piece. Ron and Orin have human ears as well. You never, when you give a character animal ears, you never give them human ears. Because then it just creates 4-ear syndrome, and it's really weird. The sole rabbit that had visited the mansion that day was Miss Raisin. Is that true? Yes, both Milady and Lady Patchouli attested to such. And was this a scheduled visit? I merely want to confirm if another unexpected rabbit also visited your mansion. They have 4 ears and they still can't hear as well as Miko does. Get bent. Yes, I am fairly certain she was the only one. The only other maids reported in a similar fashion. I believe it would be impossible to wander around the mansion and never encounter another living being. You don't say. Occasionally, a rat in a black triangular hat will sneak about. But so long as I am on the premises, there is a reason why Lady Patchouli says there is no need for a cat. I wonder if that's a truly accurate expression. Time to recruit Chen. Alright, today on this doujin, Chen gets a job. And Ron is very proud of her, but worries if she's doing a good job. Print it, author it, put it on a shirt. There we go. We have created merch. Does this assumption not seem natural? I am not so sure I agree. What is the meaning of that? Look forward to the answer. I don't really see any faults in her testimony, Aya. Indeed, but I only at a first glance. So have you figured something out? Yes, and Saki's honest nature is a boon in that case. What does that mean? It means she's not trying to hide anything. It's entirely more likely there's a small detail just escaped her to notice. I see what you mean. Now I think it's time to show her what the problem is. Oh. Uh-oh. Chad, I have to do something here. I wasn't ready for that. I like those stories where it's Chen becomes a grown-up, but Ron is an overprotective guardian. But Chen does her best, and then you want to root for Chen. Okay, let's see. Can I present profiles yet? Is that a thing? Okay. As I was making my rounds of the mansion, I spied a silhouette in the gardens outside. The moonlight was not bright enough for me to distinguish her face, but the shape was unmistakably that of a rabbit. The sole rabbit that visited the mansion today was Miss Raisin. That's an assumption not seem natural. So what's my evidence looking like? I have a notebook. But, well, no, wait, I think I got it. Just don't know which one to present it on. I think it's this one. Under the moonlight, but she was home in time for dinner, right? There you go. My big brain is activated. I don't have an attorney's badge. I have a notebook. Well, I have nothing to disprove that you saw the silhouette of a rabbit. My concern is more about when you saw it. Nazarene is the giant... No, Nazarene is the giant rat's daughter. She enforces the rules. When the moon had completely risen by the time I arrested her, I see no inconsistencies. The Risen. However, the moon starts rising while it's still light outside. As it gets darker, it continues to rise higher. But you already knew that. The most important part is when the defendant left for her house. The moon was not yet visible at the time. What are you talking about? She got home after dinner. It seems plausible enough. No, I'm not done yet. If she arrived home immediately after dinner, then she must have left the Scarlet Devil Mansion earlier. And? You don't see my point? The defendant being there late enough to get dark for her silhouette to be seen in the moonlight is impossible. This is a contradiction. Oh. What did you say? But I am positive I saw the silhouette of a rabbit late in the evening. I'm not questioning that fact. I believe what you claim to have seen. So where's the contradiction? There is none in the fact that she saw a rabbit-shaped silhouette. But there is no material evidence that proves the silhouette was the defendant. And the testimony we do have is somewhat weak at the moment. Chat, I just want to tell you that my phone has fallen onto my feet, and I need to figure out how to get it off there without making it fall on the floor. I have succeeded. Go me. And then the problem of time, which I just brought up. Based on what? On those two facts, the defendant asserts that the witness testimony does not substantiate the claims that are a defendant's wrongdoing in the least. Hey, watch your mouth. Indeed, I see your point. When you put it that way, you cannot affirm her testimony either. However, the witness still claims to have seen it, and there does not seem to be any maliciousness behind her words. My exact opinion, Your Honor. Please wait a moment. While there may be a problem of time, you are still basing your logic on the defendant's words. She's no more infallible than anyone else here. Yeah, she's right about that. Yes, that is true. Perhaps she arrived home with not enough time to have dinner before she was arrested. It is possible she managed to commit the deed. Looks like I need to establish proof of an alibi. Regardless, I'm not so sure that prosecutor is pulling her weight here. Besides, I have more testimony I wish to present to the court. Oh, there's more. Let us hear it. Go for it, Izayaoi. Chat, I don't remember how to pronounce her last name anymore, and it's your fault. Okay? I can say that name perfectly fine, but you have influenced me to read it like that, and that's gonna suck in the long run, because I'm gonna say that one day, and I'm gonna have to explain myself. I will, but it would have been more beneficial had you been better prepared, Hong. Izayoi? Izayoi Sakuya. Is that it? People saying Iza Joy. How do you pronounce J's? Izoe? Iza Jo. Sukuryu. Ozu. Nice name you got there. Yeah. Izayoi. Izayoi Sakuya. Izayoi. Izayaoi. The evening had yet to grow too late, so if the defendant's testimony differs, I do not see any problems. I saw the silhouette stand up and flee in a great hurry. After a short while, unable to calm the unease brewing in my mind, I went to investigate the garden. I found the defendant had dropped something, possibly while burying the bottle fragments. Why doesn't she just take the bottle and why does she have to bury it in the garden? Your Honor, I would like to submit evidence with the testimony. It is the bracelet which she hinted at in the end. Just a second, chat. It's 8:30 at night and there are children outside. $8:30 and it's basically raining. Man. Man, oh man. That is not what I need in my hand. Now to cook in my own room. Cool. Love summer. Your Honor, I would like to submit evidence with her testimony as the bracelet she hinted at in the end. Yeah. Ah. I wish to confirm with the defendant before I accept this. Does this item belong to you? I should raise an answer. Truthfully, falsely. I mean, if you're truly innocent, then you shouldn't need to lie here. So, tell the truth, dummy head. Please tell the truth. Yes, that's right. That is certainly my bracelet. Order. I don't think we've seen a shot of the jury yet. Order. Then I will accept this bracelet in evidence. Bracelet has been placed in the court record. A simple yet refined bracelet discovered in the same location as the broken bottle. Looks nice. This evidence doesn't look good. I think it looked pretty good. What should we do now? That's a good question. You two, enough whispering and move on to your cross-examination, please. Yes, Your Honor. Begin. They really got rid of the big swoosh crusty noise, Chad. I can't believe it. They got rid of that. That was the best part of the game. Alright, hold on. Let me find my mouse. Let me find the mouse. There we go. The evening ended to grow late, so the defendant's testimony differs and don't see any problems. Ooh, I'm gonna show you the problems. You believe the defendant is lying. I am merely stating that this is a possibility. She sure is a shrewd one. I saw the silhouette standing up and flee in a great hurry. So she was running away? It appeared that way to me. The feeling that something was amiss would not stop bothering me, so... After a short while, unable to calm the unease brewing in my mind, I went to investigate the garden. And that's where you found the bracelet. Correct. Can you prove that you discovered it there? It was buried in the soil of one of the flower beds of the mansion. The only way I could have come into its possession is if I found it or received it. And as I did not receive it, that leaves the only remaining condition. I see. I found the defendant had dropped something, possibly while burying bottle fragments. How'd you even break this thing? How did you come to that conclusion? I found the bracelet partially buried in the soil. Removing the bracelet led me to discovering the broken bottle. Now I see. I can't see any flaws in her testimony. We're in a bit of a tight spot. Now what should we do? I'm still figuring that out. What are you two whispering about over there? Get on with your cross-examination. Why are you getting impatient? Why? Are you getting impatient? Absolutely not. Really? Oh, God. Every time he shows up, he's always involved. Your Honor. What is this music? hear this, chat? Whose theme is this? It's just freeware. Well, what's the matter? Don't act like you don't know. The continued postponement of the investigation into the stolen articles claim I filed is unacceptable. Well, complaining won't help at the moment. Well, that's what I was going to say, but I found what went missing while taking a walk, so I've come to withdraw my claim. It's fucking... This music. Oh, I see. But you should have waited until after the trial, you know. Here's the thing. Renosuke is, by night, your average, everyday, goofy salesman. But by day, the handsome hunk of the soccer field. He's living a double life. That's what he's doing. Hey, her tone's back to normal. Ah, my mistake. That was my intention, but I just couldn't hold back the urge to try this out any longer. Explain your current presence. Like this. This is some certified clown music, chat. Explaining your current presence. It's insightful as always. So whenever you have the time available. Hold it. We're a bit busy here. What is it, Miss Shameimaru? My reporter sense is pinging like mad. Would you mind sharing what you found with us, Mr. Morichika? Huh? I guess so. Here. Excuse me? Bingo! What is that? I have no clue, which is why I believe it deserves further research. Hmm? Have you noticed something, Miss Izayoi? Despite myself, yes. What's happened to her? Mr. Morichika. Morichika? Morishika. I don't actually know how to say his name. Morichika. I don't think you need to delve into researching this particular item any longer. And why would that be? Because I know how it's used. Fantastic. That I would know its true value. Now, if you would be so kind as to let me borrow it for a moment. And... Momiji! Yes, ma'am? Stand over here. Okay. You use it like this. Awa. Where'd her other ears go? No, Raisin had her ears. Raisin had her ears. So this is different. This is cursed? It's Bunny Momiji. Inubashiri, Inubunny. What? What? It is just as I feared. Inabashiri, that's so much better. There is your answer. Marvelous. So that's how it's used. What the hell did you think they were used for, dude? They're a pair of ears. I feel incredibly embarrassed for some reason. This is for the sake of the defendant, so just deal with it. Oh. So, what do you think, Your Honor? Ah, I see. Now I know what you wanted to say. But that was quite an impact. I would liken it to receiving a direct blow from a particular Shrine Maiden's projectiles. Says you throwing your goddamn wooden paddle at me. Can we please get this over with quickly? If I may state for the record, I believe that with these, anyone could have made a rabbit-shaped silhouette, rendering my testimony completely worthless. My deepest apologies, but yes. Well, I suppose it cannot be helped. It cannot be helped. I will step down and take my leave then. I must not be late in making preparations for tea time. But I wonder, is that from the outside world? Seems to be the case. I found it at Higan, where I find most everything else that comes from the outside. It's true. Since it's evidence for the trial, would you agree to leave it with us until later? No problem. Since it no longer requires research, I'll just watch from the gallery. False rabbit ears placed on the court, or rather on Momiji's head. An accessory fashioned after the ears of a rabbit, first discovered by Renosuke. Now, given the current situation, we claim the prosecution's case is lacking. I agree. It seems we have returned to where we started, but this outcome was unavoidable. Oh, that was you. I don't think so. That's a very tomboy-esque voice. I like it. Too bad I'm going to have to convict her of crime in a second here. Or maybe we should wait until tomorrow. No, we still have another witness. Oh-ho! Then call them and let us hear what they have to say. But first, could you give us a little bit of time? In that case, let's take a recess period. Please make the arrangement at once, Miss Hong. Oh, she has a gavel sound now, chat. Finally. Updated autopsy report. Oh my god. Defendant's waiting room. Does it look good? Can we win this? I mean, nullifying Miss Izayoi's testimony was a step in the right direction, but she still has them on chat. I think we're better off than where we were at the start, at least. I'd say we have about a 90% advantage. Huh? You wouldn't call that good? I won't settle for just 90%. So we need that last 10%. Oh. But who could be the next witness? I don't think there are too many humans or yokai that go to the SDM often. Right. That's the one thing I can't figure out. There's just too little going on. Too little to go on. It's hard to make forecasts without evidence to break up the fog. Right. But didn't you say before the trial that this was all a conspiracy or something? That was just wishful thinking. Because they make for good articles? Naturally. You don't give a moon peach about what happens to me. I don't even have allies where I should. Boo-hoo-hoo. That's not true at all. Moon peach? I'm an ally to anyone who can get me a story. That doesn't help. Now, it's almost time for the trial to start again. You've been on the defensive the whole time, waiting to see what the prosecution has up their sleeve. Kinda kills your motivation, you know? Please don't give up for my sake. I want to see the jury. Let me see Moko's bow and Kane's lunchbox hat, and Koishi's head, and Satori's head right alongside it. Trial is now back in session. Is the prosecution ready? Everything has been arranged as planned. Hey, there she is. What? Oh my, whatever is the matter? Why are you standing there, Miss Scarlet? What happened? What happened to Miss Hong? That was necessary for our ends, and we naturally received permission from the judge. Indeed. So please explain why this was necessary. It's because Mailing's the witness, dummyhead. Please have a little patience. You'll understand once you see the witness. Huh? Witness, take the stand. Chad, did she just change? Did her outfit get greener on the stand than it... How weird. She art changed, yeah. Huh? What? So we're just keeping those ears on the whole time, huh? B. Witness your name and occupation. Mei Ling Hong. I'm the gatekeeper of the Scarlet Devil Mansion. Excellent. Now for your testimony. Whoa. You can't be serious. This was an unavoidable arrangement. Do you think one can act as a prosecutor while giving testimony as a witness? I know what happened, chat. They made art. They had art for mailing in the first game, but they didn't have art for mailing at the prosecutor's stand. So they made new art for mailing at the prosecutor's stand, but it was fairly different, to be honest with you. Like, very noticeably different. So I wonder what the chat was about. I guess you have a point, but still. Just let it be. There was simply no other choice. I wasn't able to arrive in time for the first half of the trial, so other measures were taken. That's just how the fortune cookie crumbles, yeah? Now you have your work cut out for you. Don't act like this has nothing to do with you. You know what I noticed, Chad, in double spoiler, is Aya has longer hair, at least it looks longer, and she doesn't have those puffballs coming off her the side of her hat, which is kind of lame, because those puffballs are hilarious. Anyway, I absolutely will not accept this. Someone should have at least mentioned this at the start. It would not have made much difference. Your progress went beyond our expectations. We believed the one witness would be sufficient to settle this case. And then that outrageous piece of evidence came to light. Oh, they're still underestimating me. I believe this to be the only way, Miss Shameimaru. It's impossible for one person to serve two roles here. I suppose you are right, Your Honor. Grumbling won't change a thing, so I will relent. However, I demand some form of compensation. Oh dear, how selfish. I could be as selfish as I want. Just get on with it. Very well then. Witness, give us your testimony. Yes, milady. It was while I was making my patrol of the gardens, I plainly saw the defendant burying something in the corner of a flower bed. I can't say what exactly she was burying, but considering the facts, I'd say it had to been the broken wine bottle. The facts? Is that all? Yes, it is, my lady. So there you have it. I doubt the cross-examination will take long. If Miss Scarlet would kindly refrain from taking the words out of my mouth, will you cross-examine her, Miss Shameimaru? Without a doubt, Your Honor. Alright, chat. It's time to press her buttons. She doesn't have any buttons. No one has any buttons. You patrol the gardens too. Aya has buttons. Sure, I might be called a gatekeeper, but it's not like I'm stuck there all the time. Oh wait, Remilia has buttons too. Maybe you should reconsider the meaning of your job title. Well, it's like Izayoi? Oh god, I forgot again. Izayoi takes care of the inside and I take care of the outside, you know? Very well. Continue with your cross-examination. Alright. I plainly saw the defendant burying something in the corner of the flower bed. And you're completely certain about that? Yeah, why else would I say it? She's oddly self-confident. How did she look at the time? She was wearing the exact same thing as the defendant is wearing now. Is that true, Miss Rayson? Yes, I was wearing the same outfit that day. Which one of you in chat said, do you wear the same thing every day? Well, there you go. Eat your words. Is that good enough for you? Yes, I'll move on. But I think there's a clue here. I can't say what exactly she was burying. Didn't you say anything when you saw her go to check at some point? I just wasn't all that interested at the time. It probably would have been a good idea, though. I see. Considering the facts, I'd have to say it had been a broken wine bottle. And do you have any way to confirm that? Can't say I do. That's why I'm testifying about it. You don't say. Her testimony doesn't have much for us to hold on to. Which is why I think it's so suspicious. We can't let it stop us now. She had to give a perfectly harmless testimony because she's hiding something. That makes sense. So how should we approach this? Basically, the same way we handle Miss Izayoi. Miss Hong's testimony still conflicts with what we learned when we broke down Miss Izayoi, meaning the time is key. Certain mistakes are harder to make when there's enough light to see what you're doing. Oh, wait. Finally saw the defendant. Okay, well, this is definitely where we need to do it at, but I need to figure out what I need to present here. Time to look at the evidence after I can roll the mouse across my armchair. God damn it. Plainly saw the defendant burying something in the flower bed. But would it really be the same thing twice? I still don't know if I can present profiles. I can. I wonder if that's what I have to do. Provisional prosecutor of the case. Character for dragon on her hat is mostly just for show. Rude. Head officer of the SDM force oversees the maid detectives and all investigative fronts. Owner Codendo only willing to sell dubious goods, so won't let go of items with actual value. Can be difficult to deal with. Cool. I mean, this is all I have, but it seems like the same thing twice. Okay, that's not it then. That's not it. Finally saw the defendant burying something in the corner of the flower bed. Maybe it's a double press situation. You completely certain about that? Yeah, why else would I say it? Oddly self-confident. How did she look at the time? She was wearing the exact same thing as the defendant is wearing now. Is that true, Miss Rayson? Yep, I was wearing the same outfit that day. Is that good enough for you? Yes, I'll move on, but I think there's a clue here. Well, how could you tell she was wearing that outfit in the darkness? I think I'm confused here. I'm getting stumped on the first case. So it's not the case file. Crime occurred before dinner and Anthony defendant arrived until after, but all I have is broken bottle. Simply refined by discovering the same location as the broken bottle. And then the accessories. Shit. It's the ears of the bracelet. I was trying to think of a reason for it. I'm not coming up with anything. It's plainly saw the defendant burying something in the corner of the flower bed. So how did she identify her? She identified her by her outfit, not her ears. Oh, wait. Wait a minute. Now I see. Miss Hong? Well, what is it? Your testimony has the exact same contradiction as Miss Izayoi's. I get it now. Huh? It was just after we were discussing the rabbit ears. Thank you for bringing them up again. The foundation of Miss Izayoi's testimony was based on the silhouette she saw in the evening. However, I highly doubt that something as small as a wine bottle would take that long to bury. I hope you aren't trying to say that it was still bright when you saw her. And then there's the matter of this bracelet. A small part of it was poking out from the ground, leading to Miss Izayoi's discovery. I can only think of the two cases where this would happen. The first is that the defendant had dropped it while it was dark and buried it by accident. And the second is that if the real culprit buried it on purpose, especially in such a manner to make it easy to spot. Is that what you were going to say? I was hoping to get to the juicy part myself, but yes. And with the false rabbit ears, I believe that the possibility of the criminal not being the defendant is rather high. Quite right. I am fully prepared to declare her innocent. That should do it. This time wasn't so bad. Oh boy. What? But of course, the purpose of a trial is to reveal the truth. Am I wrong, Enma? Exactly. So I would like to bring one more interesting fact to the attention of the court. Ah, this is bad. Did she finally realize the truth? What truth are you talking about? The one that I've been trying to avoid. That Tengu's entire logic is based upon the strange rabbit headdress, correct? In that case, you've yet to prove it was not in the possession of the defendant. Why would it be in her possession? She has ears. Ah. You are absolutely right. Blech. Even a fool would have realized that much. You have no proof that the silhouette from before was wearing that strange object. There should be no problem if the silhouette was made by the defendant, as she has natural rabbit ears. False ones would be completely unnecessary to her. So how are they relevant to the case? Actually, Remy makes a good point. Yeah, that's right. Did you get it now, Mr. Defense Attorney? You sure showed her, milady. I was afraid she would point it out sooner or later. That vampire got me there. However, if that were the case, that would send us back to the outset of this trial. Was that the witness's only testimony? No, ma'am. I have more I want to testify about. I remembered a few new things and all. Oh, then by all means. Continue with your testimony, witness. What's she smiling about now? I like the part in Phoenix Wright where they hand the witness the shovel and tell them to dig their own grave. And they're like, I gotcha. And then they just go. I don't quite get what's going on inside the mansion, but I was walking past the wine cellar yesterday and noticed the scent of alcohol in the air. That's when I saw a long-eared figure looking around nervously while walking away. That must have been when she broke the bottle. Witness, why did you not testify about such an important matter earlier? I don't know. I don't really buy that excuse. Now then, Miss Shameimaru, please move on to your cross-examination. You seem awfully confident. Do I now? Yes, you do. Well, if you say so, just get on with it. Chad, I'd like to point out that her teacup is full, but she's tipping it in such a way that it should just go all over the counter. How is it not doing that? What kind of vampire magic is this? Yes, if you please. Understood, Your Honor. It's fake tea. You think Remy would just bring a fake teacup? Godot had real coffee. I don't quite get what goes on inside the mansion, but what do you mean? Don't you live in there? Do you live in a shed outside or something? Mei Ling, you okay? What does that mean? Well, I know the layout well enough. I just meant that I don't really know how each and every room of the mansion is used. Mei Ling, you live there! Except for the main rooms, of course. Ah, I see now. Please continue. I was walking past the wine cellar yesterday and noticed a scent of alcohol in the air. It's a big place. True. But she should at least know the layout of it, right? Shouldn't a wine cellar smell like alcohol to begin with? It was an unusually strong smell. It was just like red wine, too. I see. There's nothing not too out of place there, but I think there might be a hint. That's when I saw a long-eared figure looking around nervously while walking away. So you're saying you saw the defendant? I can't say for sure. It's pretty dim and gloomy inside, but those ears really stood out in more ways than one. Your Honor, may I take a moment to ask some questions to the defendant? I have no idea, chat. Alcohol smells like alcohol to me. You may. How about it, Miss Rayson? She said you had to become lost in the Scarlet Devil Mansion yesterday. Is that true? To be fair, I also can't tell the difference between cars. I just see a car and I'm like, yep, that's a vehicle. I couldn't tell you anything about it. Yes. During that time, did you ever notice a room that smelled of alcohol? I believe so. I remember smelling something like that at one point. It was the first time I did, though, and all my time's getting lost in that place. If it's the first time? Yes, that's right. Did you take the same route whenever you became lost before? I don't know. If she knew, then she would not be lost. Alright, I suppose that's true. By the way, Miss Shameimaru, they say wine goes well with cheese, and I don't really know how that is. I've never had wine before. I like cheese, though. Although, to be honest, like 90% of cheese I've ever had has just tasted like... no thanks. Just give me that weird grocery store cheddar, and I'm good. Or Applewood. Applewood is fucking delicious. That is the best cheese I've ever had. By the way, Miss Shameimaru. What? May I ask the defendant a single question? Excuse me? For what purpose? I merely wish to confirm one thing. It should be simple enough to answer and may even prove useful. What do you think, defense? I wasn't paying attention. I was thinking about string cheese. Oh, fuck. Yeah, go for it. Why not? Guess it couldn't hurt. I commend your judgment. Now then, Ms. Raisin. Could you tell what kind of alcohol it was by the scent? Huh? What kind? Yes, there are quite a few varieties. Oh, I don't know. I don't know. I simply have no idea. A very good answer. That is all. The rest is up to you, Miss Shameimaru. Huh? Aya, it might just be me, but I think there was a hint there. What was it? What was it? Can't really put my finger on it, but there was something there. I think that may have been Miss Scarlet trying to help us. Why would she do something like that? Maybe it was repayment for changing prosecutors early. But it's hard to tell judging solely by her expression. That must have been when you heard the broke bottle. Chat, have you ever taken string cheese before and thought, it's gonna take me forever to eat this, so you just eat the whole string cheese? You ever done that before? I have. I got lazy. I just ate the whole string cheese. Why? What did it sound like? I had no way of knowing. But you saw it from behind, didn't you? She may have just been in a daze from breaking the bottle. I can't say for sure, but you can't deny that it's possible that some time passed after it broke. You're supposed... That's how I ate cheese strings for a long time, yeah. Like, I didn't know how you were supposed to eat it, so I just ate the whole thing. It's like, it's just a thick layer of cheese. You're supposed to, like... But when you take the string off the cheese, the string has, like, no substance to it. So if I eat the string, it just... Why did I even put it in my mouth? Suppose I can't. I understand your point. Your Honor, before I continue with the cross-examination, I request that the witness amend her testimony. Which part needs revising? If I agree, I shall allow it. This is the big one. I don't quite get what's going on inside. I noticed the scent of the alcohol in the air. That's when I saw a long-eared figure, and when she broke the bottle. Oh, God. Scent of alcohol, right? The witness gave us new details about this line during the cross-examination. Oh-ho. When I asked her what kind of alcohol it was, she said red wine. As this is new evidence, I request that it be added for the sake of completeness. I get where we're going here. That seems reasonable to me. What is the prosecution's opinion? No, that's not necessary. Am I right, my lady? I see no reason to object. I accept. What? Huh? Is something the matter? Or are you questioning my judgment? I wouldn't dream of it, my lady. And I shall permit the defense's request. Please amend your testimony. Miss Scarlet is unusually cooperative, but why? I don't quite get what's going on inside the mansion, but I was walking past the wine cellar yesterday and noticed the scent of alcohol in the air. It was the smell of red wine. That's what I saw along here. Okay, well, this is the same testimony. Will that do, Miss Shameimaru? Yes, it will. Thank you very much, Your Honor. So, continue with your cross-examination. And incidentally, you can consider that favor repaid. I detest leaving debts unsettled. Huh? How does she repay us? Don't look at a gift bat in the mouth, Momiji. Yes, thank you, and I will do my best to make full use of your generosity. A splendid answer. If only my gatekeeper could have heard it. I heard her loud and clear. Oh, so you did. I think Remy knows. Remy knows, and she's being a bastard about it. Alright. Begin the cross-examination, if you please. Now it's wine time. Yes. Clicky the mouse. Click. Click of the mouse. It was the smell of red wine. Well, first let's press it, just to be sure. And you were certain about that? Yes, I'm sure it was red wine. I see. That's when I saw along your... Okay, that's all we get. So, obviously we need to present because it's, you're a dummy. You know, I'm not really one of those... I'm not really one for wine, so I can't tell from the scent of a broken bottle if it contained red wine or white wine. But I imagine the prosecutor is very knowledgeable. Tell me, is there a way to tell the difference by scent alone? May I address her inquiry, Your Honor? Please. Then, as I have permission to the court, to be frank, you cannot. Oh, is that the case? Time to learn, chat. Allow me to state it so there will be no misunderstanding. Red wine has a very light fragrance, while white wine is more full-bodied and earthy. However, they require all five senses to appreciate. Even for someone who prefers red wines, their favorite may very well be a white. That is wine. And then there are rose wines. Those hold endless possibilities as the two colors can be mixed in any fashion. Thank you for going above and beyond. The main gist of what you said is that it's hard to determine type only by scent, yes? It is a modest feat that I am able to correctly identify any wine, perhaps provided I have tasted it. Yes, provided I have tasted it. Oh. Now then, Miss Hong, how were you able to tell it was red wine? Since wine requires all five senses, I imagined it could be difficult to tell them apart if unable to see them. Miss Hong, you do not seem to be as well versed as your mistress is, so how did you know? Oh. That did it. I won. Lady Remilia, please forgive me. I was foolishly training in a narrow space and broke a bottle by accident. I imagined as such. So did I. But why did you feel the need to corner her like this? I warned her on a previous occasion not to deceive me like this, so I wanted to create a scenario that would truly teach her a lesson this time. That's pretty cruel. Oh, not at all. 'Tis better to admit to your transgressions than keep them hidden away for the rest of your life. This is retribution, and she may very well have continued her deceitful ways had you not forced her to confess. Well, you may be right about that. But I still feel sorry for her. I'm just glad she's not my boss. Your Honor? Yes? I suppose it would be accurate to say that Miss Hong's charges including property damage, tampering with evidence, and defamation, correct? Oh, and the matter of that ridiculous headgear from Corindo, that would add larceny. Oh, I imagine that would be accurate, yes. Does a sentence of 100 spankings not seem befitting of such charges? That seems appropriate. While I decide the verdict, I shall allow you to decide the sentence, if you so desire, Miss Scarlet. What? Time for the big smack. You heard the judge. Yay? You would do best to prepare yourself when we return to the mansion. No! Poor girl. Can't help but feel a little sympathy for her. Now I shall hand down the defendant's verdict. Wait, where's the courtroom? Chat, they didn't show me the courtroom. Ah, you saved me. Congratulations, now you're free to go. I really had no idea how things would turn out, but you're as good as they say you are. It's sort of admirable. Well, she hasn't lost the case yet. What do you expect? No confetti, no nothing. It's bullshit. You're right, but all the stuff you said at the beginning, was that you acting unsure on purpose? Hahaha, well, what does it matter now? All's well that ends well, you know? A convenient excuse. Shut it. Anyway, where's the physician, Miss Gyakuten? She's like your guardian or mentor, right? Kinda wanted to talk with her a bit, but... she didn't come. Oh no, she's starting to tear up. Shoot, me and my big mouth. She didn't Eren didn't even come to the trial. See, if I were Satori, I would have known not to say that. But how would you get cases if everyone was afraid to come near you? I haven't thought that far ahead. I suppose you haven't. Anyway, Momiji? Yes? Let's make ourselves scarce. What? Aya, please wait up! Oh, poor girl. To be continued in Chapter 2. A new episode has been unlocked. Nice. We would like to take this time to amend the title of this chapter. Rather than the Red Eyes of Madness, it will be the Red Eyes of Sadness. We humbly apologize. Did they actually change it? Oh, they didn't. Okay. What's case 2? Prescription for intrigue. Moko accuses Eren of giving her bad medicine on purpose, but the doctor insists on her innocence. Will Aya be able to diagnose the true malady? Ooh. Ooh. We have more A&T. More Touhou 8 chapters. So that one's probably going to be... This one's probably going to be a single court day. A single court day followed by a single investigation day and a single court day. I think. I don't remember how it went last time. But yeah. The first case took about 2 hours alone. So I guess we'll see. I'm not going to continue from here. I'm going to leave the next one for next time. So basically, depending on... I'm going to do it like this. I'm going to do the first investigation and the first trial. And depending on how quickly I get through it, I'll either push through the whole thing or save it for another time. Because I can't go as late anymore anyway. Nor would I want to. So I remember the last time case 3 took quite a while because I thought I'd be able to power through it. And then I got stumped on some of the actual cross-examinations, so gotta keep that in mind, gotta be careful. There's also the fact that I get sidetracked like crazy on these things, so yeah. But that's case 1 of the second game. So next time I play this, probably, I don't know, so eventually, I'll get back to it eventually. Because I want to see the next chapter myself. Because I haven't seen anything about this game at all. I'm looking forward to more of it. I truly am.